The happiest place on Earth. A place with rugged, dense, and diverse rainforests, warm yet refreshing tropical climate year-round with the most beautiful, pristine beaches known to man. No, this place is not fictional. This place is a tiny country in Central America called Costa Rica. Here at Designing Your Travels, we cater to your curiosity by providing you with the best reviews of your favorite, as well as your potential favorite travel destinations. In this video, we will show you our review on Nature's Playground, the most biodiverse country on the planet, a literal paradise on Earth that is the unique country of Costa Rica. In some ways, Costa Rica is unlike most countries on the planet. That is because the country is made up of many different climate zones. Now you may want to pay attention to the next part so you don't end up traveling in the rainy season and spending your trip trapped inside, bored, watching Netflix. Be it a gift or a curse, the island has blossomed because of it. It is more or less divided into two seasons, high season and the rainy season, often referred to as green season. From lush tropical rainforests, home to hundreds of rare species, to cloud forests at the top of the world, Costa Rica is the most biodiverse country in the world, with a whopping 500,000 species of wildlife, many of which are classified as rare or endangered. Nature lovers, this is your Narnia, your happy place, your utopia. With its pleasant year-round weather and its diverse ecology and geography, Costa Rica is truly paradise on Earth in a very literal sense. Where to go? There are so many things to explore in Costa Rica that it is impossible to cram them all into one trip, yet alone fit them all into a single video. Between national parks, volcanoes, waterfalls, hot springs, animal sanctuaries, and more than 300 beaches, it would take you months to see all the beautiful island has to offer. Here are the absolute must-dos and must-sees if you happen to be planning a trip there yourselves. Let's divide the country into its different zones and give you our recommended spots for each zone. The Pacific Coast. Easily the most recommended spot to visit by returning visitors and locals alike. This is the tourist capital of the country for good reason, primarily due to the quality of the beaches found here, said to be among the best in the world. Let's start off the list of must-dos with Manuel Antonio National Park. This world-renowned park is one of the most famous parks in the Western Hemisphere and is a trip that must be made once you set foot in Costa Rica. This is one way to experience the diversity of this paradise firsthand. The national park title would infer that it is a forest reserve of some sort, and you would be correct in making that assumption. However, it is much, much more. There are over 100 acres of rainforest containing hiking trails that will take you through dense vegetation, after which you are then transported, seemingly to another planet, one with white sand beaches and turquoise blue waters. Truly the best of both worlds. Another world-class beach worth mentioning would have to be Santa Teresa. Easily one of the best beaches in Costa Rica to visit for backpackers and surfers. Tucked away on the western edge of the Nicoya Peninsula, Santa Teresa has gained its popularity over the years for being one of the best surf spots in the Caribbean and Central America. If you are looking for large, fast waves, then this is the beach for you. Experienced surfers love the variety of beach breaks in Santa Teresa. Next, a trip to the Osa Peninsula would be recommended. It is unlike any other experience to be found in Costa Rica, perhaps the entire world. Home to some of the world's greatest biodiversity, Corcovado National Park is one of the most popular attractions in the area. Jaco is the most popular town to visit here, where you can surf, party, and enjoy the beach. Jaco is considered to be one of Costa Rica's most developed beach towns, and is a town that is bustling 24/7, and that is the allure of this renowned beachside party town. Here, you can do everything, from ATVing, zipline tours, catamaran cruises, surf lessons, even sport fishing. If you're planning a full beach day, head to Playa Mantis and Playa Blanca. At low tides, you can keep walking south, crossing some rocks, and a point to access the beautiful white sands of Playa Blanca. Playa Blanca is recognized as the most beautiful beach in the area, with clear water, fluffy sand, and lots of trees for shade. A perfect spot to enjoy the Pacific coast. As for food, being on the coast, you know what to expect. seafood, lots of it and of the highest quality. While fish can be found throughout the country, on the Costa Rican Pacific coast, you'll notice more restaurants offering fish for reasonable prices. Be it fried, grilled, or baked, the local seafood is excellent and always fresh. Sopa de mariscos, or seafood soup, contains a variety of shellfish and other delicacies and is a must-try. Pipa fria is our final must-taste while on the coast. Pipa for coconut, fria for cold. Get where we're going with this? An ice-cold sip of coconut water on a hot day while lounging on a beach is as close as you'll get to bliss in our humble opinion. Cloud forests. There are areas of rich greenery that are extremely humid and moist due to consistent cloud coverage. This makes for a rich biodiversity and stunning backdrop of dense greenery that would give Robinson Crusoe goosebumps. There are a few cloud forests that are open for exploration, where travelers can go and explore the biodiversity of the region. The most famous of these being Monteverde rainforest. There, one can go hiking up various trails, zip line through the dense forestry and take everything in from above, or just off-road hiking to search for long suspension bridges, like the ones you see in movies with amazing views of the rainforest. There are also lots of little villages in the area with eco-lodges, museums and restaurants for travelers. A perfect way to see the nature of the area as well as experience the culture and ways of the people who call this region home. Other cloud forests that are open to the public to explore include Los Angeles Cloud Forest, the Bajas del Toro Cloud Forest, and the Central Highlands Cloud Forest. The latter is home to the stunning La Paz Waterfall Gardens. There are 5 waterfalls as well as a number of wildlife and fauna exhibits. There's also a petting zoo, a hummingbird garden, and an animal sanctuary with over 100 different species, including jaguars, monkeys, and pumas. A wonderful experience for the entire family. The Caribbean coast. The Caribbean coast is slightly less developed than its Pacific counterpart. However, it makes for a fascinating trip for adventurous travelers, keen to take in the purest form of Costa Rica. Tortuguero National Park is one of the highlights of the Caribbean coast and can only be accessed by a simple-to-arrange boat or small plane transfer. This park is home to a large variety of different species of animals, all of which are open to the adoring viewing public. You can also go hiking or you can take a river raft tour, kayak tour, nature or other sightseeing tours of the namesake of the park, the Tortugas or Turtles in English. There are also nightlife options available after a long day of sightseeing. Puerto Viejo is the place to be for a good night out. Being on the Caribbean side of the country makes for some lively traditions, music, and of course parties. The clubs here play reggae, roots, and dancehall music from sunup to sundown, with a few moments to catch your breath. The locally recommended hangout spots include Salsa Brava Bar, Johnny's Place, Tasty Waves Cantina, each offering different strokes for different folks, but each just as lively as the other. Volcanic region. In the central northern area of Costa Rica, you'll find the Arenal volcano, one of the most well-known natural landmarks in the country. The lands around the Arenal volcano are rich with natural beauty and packed with fun things to do. La Fortuna is one of the most popular towns to visit in the area and is home to the La Fortuna waterfall. To enjoy the entire area, join a Poas volcano tour to visit the park and La Paz waterfall. How does spending the day hiking around the geysers and crater lakes that surround the volcano, then cool off at the waterfalls, sound to you? If it got your juices flowing, book a trip and a hotel there now and get to exploring via the link in the description below. If we were to mention the standout attraction this region has to offer, however, it would undoubtedly be another waterfall found close by. The Del Toro waterfall is the largest and most spectacular waterfall in Costa Rica. The sheer magnitude and power of this waterfall that appears out of the dense jungle will surely take your breath away. There are great trails and lookout points surrounding the waterfall. Visiting the Del Toro waterfall is an amazing way to spend the day surrounded by nature. This is also a chance to see an abundance of wildlife. If you are only going to visit one waterfall on your trip, visit this one. San Jose. Last and certainly not least, we have the capital city of San Jose, located dead center in the middle of the country. This makes it easy to get around to the rest of the other regions with relative ease. As such, it usually is the first stop for many visitors to the country. If you're interested in history, art, museums, architecture, and learning about the culture, San Jose is a great place to start a journey through Costa Rica. You can start by experiencing the everyday hustle and bustle of the downtown area, Central Avenue. Pretty much the hub of the city. This downtown area has lots of shops, restaurants, bars, and museums, and in the evenings it fills up with musicians and street vendors. Foremost on your list of must-sees in the city would have to be the National Theatre. The National Theatre is a marvelous architectural and cultural attraction in San Jose. The theatre hosts all sorts of different live performances, ranging from theatrical plays to concerts. Other hotspots include the Museum of Contemporary Art and Design, the San Jose Central Market, the Gold Museum, the Jade Museum, and the National Museum. In all of these places, you can uncover knowledge about the local culture, from learning about the nation's history, artifacts, art, and architecture at the museums, to tasting local food at the Central Market. You won't be bored for a second while sightseeing in San Jose. The capital city also happens to be one of the best places in the country to experience authentic Costa Rican cuisine. The number one spot, in our opinion, would have to be Cheles, an establishment that has set the standard of the culinary experience in the capital. Cheles is a fantastic mid-scale restaurant that gives off a mum-and-pop's family restaurant vibe, with everything from comfort food to high-end dishes. There you can enjoy traditional local dishes like arroz con pollo, rice mixed with chicken, sopa de mariscos, seafood soup, and more. Costa Rica Beer Factory is another standout and another must-visit. It's one of the most awarded breweries in the country, offering over 4 commercial brews as well as rotating seasonal options each month. A great way to experience local Costa Rican beer. That concludes our review of the magical Central American gem of Costa Rica. We hope you enjoyed our review. If so, let us know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel, where we upload reviews of your favorite travel destinations every other day. If we left something off the list, let us know in the comments below. Constructive criticism is always welcomed. Till next time, safe travels.